Hello. If you're new to the idea of putting a video on YouTube, it probably seems intimidating at first. But if you're an instructor and you use PowerPoint, it's very, very easy to turn your narrated PowerPoints into YouTube videos. I've had a YouTube channel for more than 10 years. I really didn't start working with it in depth till about a year and a half ago. We didn't try to monetize it until then. But some of my most popular videos are videos that I put on the YouTube 10 years ago, or even more than 10 years ago. And what those videos were simply narrated PowerPoints that I use for my college courses for students that took the course online or students that actually missed a class. Well, so in this video, I'm going to show you how easy it is to take a PowerPoint and turn it into a video that you can then upload onto YouTube, and you can then share your information with the world. Perhaps you want to monetize it after you have enough subscribers, or just for your own college courses or whatever you're doing in this case. So in this case, I'll just take you through some steps and then show you how to do it here. So I have a business analytics course that I'm working with, we'll assume in this case, and so I'd like to turn this into a video. Well, my videos are going to be narrated, and I like to have a video narration. And again, this is such a simple way to turn a PowerPoint into a YouTube video, because what I'm able to do here is I'm able to record one video just using the camera app for each slide. And so that way I don't have to do 30 or 40 minutes at the same time. I can just do it slide by slide and make sure that I cover everything that I needed to. So in this case, we'll assume the videos are already done. And so I'm going to insert the video into the PowerPoint presentation that will become part of the YouTube video when it's done. So I want to put a video right here at the bottom right hand corner of the intro slide here. So I'll go in PowerPoint here, the insert ribbon, and I will then choose video, and it'll be from this device because that's where I've stored the videos that I've recorded. I'll go ahead and put in a video already here that I've worked with. That is my intro slide, we'll assume in this case. All right, it comes in, and is usually the case here because I've just done it from my camera. It records way too much of the video. I've got to clean up my office here, but I don't want to clean up my office, so I'm just going to trim this down so it's just showing just the pertinent information, and then I'm going to place it in the bottom corner as well as size it. So once you bring a video in, you might want to crop. So I'm going to go ahead and choose crop, and I'm going to bring it down a little bit here, hide some of the junk in my office here. Whoops, if you grab it in the wrong spot, it will move, as you see there. Easy to undo. Okay, well, let's trim it up a little bit more down here. Get rid of some of my fat stomach there. Okay, so we'll call that good enough. I crop it, and then I can just size it down here and put it where I want it to be. Okay, now we're almost done. Not quite, though. The next thing that we need to do that's essential if we want to turn this into a video is we need to change the playback. At least this really helps if this plays back automatically when you advance to that particular slide. So I'm going to choose playback to automatically. Otherwise, I have to remember to go in and click on each slide, and sometimes I forget to do that when I'm rehearsing my timings, which is coming up here in just a second. Okay, so we'll assume in this case that I'm going to go ahead and insert videos into each of these other slides. All right, so I've got videos for each of the slides that I want to work with. And again, I want to encourage you to go back into each one, click on this, the actual image or video that you've inserted, and click on video playback, and make sure that it is automatically. And let me explain again why that is so important here. When you rehearse your timings, you have to click on each slide, which is what we're about to do, and leave it running as long as you need it to run, and then you click and it goes to the next slide. And if I'm not paying attention and I forget to put the automatically on for the video, I'll forget to click on the video, and when I do that, the video doesn't play, and then I have to start the rehearsed timings all over again, and I might be 20 or 30 minutes into the process. So it's a real time saver to just check that each time and make sure that the playback is set to automatically. Okay, once I've got the PowerPoint ready to go, I'm going to go ahead and create the PowerPoint presentation with slide timings, and I'm going to rehearse the timings as I've mentioned several times here, and then I'll turn that into a video. So I'm going to go to slideshow, and I'm going to go ahead and click on rehearse timings. Now that's going to play the slideshow and allow me to click for the length of time that I want to spend on each video. So I'll go ahead and click on rehearse timings here. All right, so as I clicked on rehearse timings, it brings up the first slide. It plays the video, and I listen to the video, and when the video is where I want it to stop and advance to the next slide, I go ahead and click. It brings up the next slide, and again, if I have the video to be automatically playing back, it brings back the next one. And so I do that for each and every slide that I have. Until I'm all the way done. And when I'm all the way done, it says, okay, stop rehearsing, we're all set. Now, I've gone through the entire PowerPoint presentation. I've given it enough time for each slide to play each video. And now, when I go to slideshow, what I would want to do is I would want to go ahead and click on from beginning. And when I click on from beginning, what it will do is it will then bring in the slideshow and play it. And it's a really good idea to go through the PowerPoint, even if it's 20, 30, 40 minutes long, and make sure that all of the animations come in exactly as you planned. Once you're sure that everything is perfect for you, you're ready to then go ahead and turn this PowerPoint presentation into a video that you can then upload into YouTube or some other format if that's where you want to place it. So once it's all done, I'm going to save it. That saves the timings. I'll then go into the File menu and I will choose Export. And from Export, I will choose Create a Video. It asks me what definition I want. I usually just choose regular HD. That's fine for YouTube. It's a little faster in creating the video, and it also uploads a little faster as well. So once I've got the correct definition selected, I want to make sure that it says use recorded timings and narrations. I absolutely want that. And then I'll go ahead and click on Create Video. At this point, it's going to ask me where to place my video and what I want to call it. I'll go ahead and click Export. Now this process will take a few minutes depending on how large your video is, where you're storing it, and of course how fast your computer is. Okay, I noticed down at the bottom that it says it's completely done. So at this point I'm ready to go ahead now and upload this into YouTube's channel. So I will go ahead and just go ahead and close this so I make sure I save it one last time. And I will go to my YouTube channel. And I will go to my videos. And from there I can go ahead and create and click Upload Video, find the file, and then follow the steps that YouTube gives me. It's that simple to turn your PowerPoint, narrated PowerPoints, into videos. So good luck, and hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, please consider liking it. Please consider subscribing to my channel. Thank you very much, and we'll see you in the next video.